Alright, so I am back, and today we're going to be putting together the TFC Uranos, aka Superion. And as you can see, I got a ton of accessories down here. And we're going to go through all these real quick, just briefly touch on them. Yeah, we got the foot, another foot, set those off. We do have, from the Wings of Uranos kit, new crotch piece, new chest piece, and I'll show that off when we get there. When I'm gonna put him into torso mode, show him off on how stock it looks, or how stock looks, and then show how it is with this, and this is what we're gonna use to combine them. We also have, for that torso mode, some neck fillers. And then we also have the SXX Superion upgrade head. So here's the original head, and then the Wings kit gave you a little mouthpiece too, that just kind of fits on over the face, like so. So we'll get into this a little bit more. I'm not going to replace the heads. I prefer the one that's on there. So we're going to show this off. There's two antenna. We'll probably just use the one that's on there. We got this little blue piece here. I believe... I believe this was to help push certain pieces into place, so I don't think we'll be using this. Then we got all these missiles. These all can clip underneath each individual wing for their individual jet modes, give them more realistic missiles as opposed to the giant bombs that they carry. These we will not look at because they're just, you just take them and plug them in underneath the wing like so, and that's it. So not really much to show there. So I'll put those away. Alright, next up, we got the hands, of course. Just the typical TFC hands. If you had any TFC product, this is pretty similar hands set up. Just a little bit different design on the back. Setting those off. Then we get one pistol. The set actually came with 4, and what you do is you just take them and you plug them into his hand to give them pistols. And like I said, it had 4. I got this set used, so I'm not going to really look at that. Alright, now the SXX head also comes with 2 different faces. We got a scowling face and a stoic face. One that's on there is the masked version, so that's the one we're going to use. And I don't know much of anybody that's going to use a different face. Pretty much everybody is going to go with the mask, so put those away. Alright, and then we got these 2 little clip pieces here. These are for taking like the feet here, and you plug them in, and you're able to plug the jet, one of the individual jets, into the foot, and this will be a stand. It's one of those whatever kind of things. It wasn't necessary for them to do that. Alright, then we got giant cannon for Superion. This is the stock, and I will show this off when we get there. But this came with the Wings kit. So it's actually just a big rifle for him. So whichever one you want to use. We'll get into this when we get there. And I believe this piece here can plug on there too. So if you want to use that, well, again, we'll kind of really go into that more once we get there. So set those off to the side. Then we got some more missile pods. These ones, I believe, plug in. Yeah, they'll. You take them out and they plug into this guy's wings. I've already actually found a buyer for this kit, so I'm not going to do any of this because I don't want to do it. Leave it in package. And again, it just adds an extra missile to it. So he's got tons of missiles. And then here we've got some of those plastic fillers. So you find which one needs them and you plug them in. And same thing over here, only these are the red ones. So, all right. Nothing, too spectacular there. So let's start off. We're gonna clear off the figures here, and we're gonna do these one at a time, and then we'll just combine them all. All right, so we're going to start with the little guy. Basically what you want to do is get him back into his alt mode. So flipping all this up. I actually haven't done this, so I got the instructions sitting right here. Even though he's by far the least complicated of the figures, I just don't want to do it wrong. And come on. There we go. And same thing over here. Just rotate this up. Plug it together. Tabs in. Like so. So there, we got them back into that mode. And what we want to do here is we actually fold these wings up like so. And then this piece comes down, this piece comes up, down, up, like so. And it looks like this piece will fold down like so. All the way, and you split the feet here, and they come out like this, and that's the chest. And I'm already seeing a huge problem here because this is kind of a floppy mess here. But yeah, this is the chest piece. This floppy mess is the chest piece. Oh boy. All right, so we got that done. We're gonna set that off. Next up, we're gonna do Silverbolt. Now, and we're going to get all the chest accessories done and the head stuff done right away, so we don't have to come back to that. So what you want to do here is just pull this piece out, like so, and then we will rotate the waist around. There we go. And then we take the legs here, and fold the feet up. The feet up. This piece here will come down. Like so. This will rotate around. Then you take this piece here and you rotate it here below the knee, not above the knee. And then you fold this up. And it just kind of sits in place. It doesn't really lock from what I can see. I don't see any locking mechanisms. So it just kind of sits in place. But that's okay. So do this again. So, come on. Like so. Then these things just need to kind of stay back here out of the way. And it's kind of hard because there's a tight clearance thing going on here. So we're just going to kind of rotate the armatures out and pull them back. That should help us out. Alright, now we take the chest piece here, and this will fold out and down like so. Then what we do is we'll rotate the arms up. Oh, fold these little side panels in. Let's fold these pieces up, and they will tab. There's a 5mm port there. They'll plug into that hole right there. So just tab those in. Like so. Whew. Yeah, fun stuff. Alright, now we want to take these arms here, fold the hands in. So just open that up, fold the hand in, close it. Open it up, fold the hand in, close it. Then we're going to take this, rotate this around, and there's a tab here. I'll plug into this slot right there. Just like so. Same thing on this side. Alright. And now we're going to flip the head out. So you just kind of reach in here and you pull the head out. There's a little lip on the back of the head. You can see it right there. And that will help you immensely on getting this head out. So you just pull this out, and it double hinges up, and comes onto the back, like so. And there is the SXS head. You can pull the antenna up, and there is the head. It's actually really, really cool. And for comparison, here's the stock head. So you can see how much difference there is in between a third-party upgrade kit as opposed to the actual third-party head. It's so much better looking. Just miles above the original one. And that the add-on for the original one doesn't really help with it. With that. It doesn't help with the mask. Alright, so then we'll flip this piece here up. And this will tab into place up here. This will come down here, and then we can just fold these things back here like this. Just kind of get them out of the way. And then this becomes the new waist piece. And then apparently you take this, and this will full slide in under the head, right? Yeah, just like so. And that will keep that head pretty good. I think the little one's for Silverbolt, but this one actually does a pretty good job. I do like it. And then we'll take the little lame guy here, and there looks like there's a little tab right here, and there's a slot right here, and I believe we just take this mess and tab it in. Like I said, I actually haven't done this one yet because I didn't really want to. There's that. Trying to see if maybe we're supposed to plug it in here. This is just terrible. This is bad. What do we do here? Tap that in there? No. Alright, let's start over on this thing. Yeah, there's nothing really in the instructions here. I'll show you. It just shows. Okay, so we flip the little side piece up, and then this just plugs on. There's your instructions. Oh man. So. And I'm just wasting way too much time on this. It's like I really don't want to push this thing too hard because it doesn't feel very stable. So that's how it's supposed to look, something like that. There you go. How does that look? Is that what you want on your Superion? Because that's not what I want on my Superion. I'm done with that. I'm putting it away. It's gone. All right. Now let's get the upgrade kit. Which, I mean, honestly, they should have had this out with the figure itself. So, I do not know how to attach these things, to be honest. So we're just kind of winging it here. So I think this goes here, and then this piece, there's a little circle tab right in there, and looks like we just, yep, there we go. So there's the new crotch piece. Much better already, infinitely better. And then this will, well, we just, okay, so there's these little hooks right here. It looks like they're going to hook right into there. So you just kind of slide it on, and hook it around, and there you go. Oh, yeah. Okay, so world of difference. World of difference. If you're planning on getting this kit, this Superion kit, get the wings upgrade. That is just gorgeous looking, actually. That is just very, very impressive. And I still say, you know, after you're spending $500 on the set, you shouldn't have to spend an extra $50 to make it look better, rather than that piece of shit thing. So posability, while we're here, the head does swivel. Doesn't really get much up and down, because this plate here is kind of blocking it. And that's really it for the head. Waist does swivel, but due to these pieces back here, they do get caught up on these little triangle pieces. So it's really unfortunate that those pieces were designed there, because I think it would have been much better if it didn't have that. The legs here can rotate up about that far. This plating does move a little bit, but not enough. They do move back a little bit, and then they do in and out. Thigh swivel, and that's it. And we'll go over like the knee joints once we actually have legs. All right, so there is that one. Setting him off to the side. Who do we do first? Yeah, we'll just take him. All right, so we'll take the missiles off. You can put them on some of his wings. That's fine. If that's the way you want to do it, you don't have to. I'm just going to set them off to the side because I don't think we need them. So here's the foot, and what I will recommend is just taking this piece off and just setting this off to the side. All TFCs, it's easier to attach this piece first and then attach it to the foot after you have the leg done. So you rotate the foot around, and basically what we're going with these guys is back to jet mode, only not complete jet mode. So what you want to do here is take this little gray piece, and this will just plug right in, right there. There's two little holes right here and on the other side here. So you just plug those in, and that's it. And then we'll collapse the legs in. That's easier to do individually. Now we collapse that in. Then what we're going to do is flip this piece here open, and you flip the head down, and then this will just kind of cover it up, not completely, but partially. Take this piece here, and this will double hinge down. Just going to fill up that back section there. Wings will just come straight back. Just kind of fold these up, keep them out of the way, and the wing setup, you can really kind of go however you want to go. It doesn't really matter all that much. So you flip this piece out, and then you can slide this down. Come on, why are you giving me trouble here? There we go. And then this will just kind of sit in there like it would if you're going to jet mode. Same thing on this side. Put this down. Like so. Just like you're going to jet mode. And then you got just kind of a mess going on here. Why is this off center? Come on. Alright. I guess that works. Sort of. It's kind of a mess. Alright. And then we can take these things like this, and I guess we could take this piece here, flip it around. Being such a pain. And then alright, there we go. I have no idea what's going on with this thing tonight. Alright, so we're folding up the wings, trying to keep them out of the way. Then this piece will fold up like this. And then you take the foot here and you just plug it into the bottom. And there you have the foot. And I'm already seeing lots of issues going on with this thing. Mainly, I mean, yes, I know it's more G1 accurate to have the jet on the back, but quite frankly, you're not going to have a knee joint if your knee is here and you got this here. So unless this just folds straight down, guess we'll just do that. You know, whatever. All right. So there's that one. Let's do the other foot. Hopefully he goes a little bit smoother. All right. So we take the stupid cannons off, the ones I hate so much. We'll put those away. Flip the foot around. You know, I always find it funny that, you know, I read on some forums and stuff like that, you know, some people are so mad that that transformer, like a combiner, for example, has all these, you know, combiner kibble that just sits off to the side. And then, but when the individual robot goes into a combined mode and they have all their extra parts sitting off to the side, nobody seems to care. So I find that kind of funny. It's like, that's a little bit of a double standard there. I mean, yeah, the G1 Bruticus, he had a lot of combiner kibble that would just sit off to the side, but all the original combiner guns and stuff would form into individual guns. Alright. Anyway, enough of that. So this flips down, this flips up. It's just kind of covering his head. It doesn't actually lock into place, so it's awesome. I'll just pull the wings off because this guy sucks with the wing transformation. This will flip down. Pull this into place. Getting things out of the way here. Like so. I just don't get these things. To go robot mode and then to jet mode, and then when you're trying to get them into combined mode, and they start giving you a hell of a time. Alright. So I'll plug the wing back in. Plug the wing back in, and we'll just fold it up to the back. Fold it to the back with the other one. Come on. These things are really irritating sometimes. And then I guess we'll split the nose cone so that the canopy can just lay all the way back. You know, I mean, I get what people say, you know, that they want it more G1 accurate. So this would be more G1 accurate. But I always like the idea of a bunch of jets forming the legs. So when you have this on the front, that doesn't look like a jet. If you had this on the front, and this was like the kneecap, that would be awesome. Alright, and then you just plug the foot in, we're done. Okay. Set that off to the side and grab the next one. And what we're going to do here, take the missiles off, put those off to the side. This feet will fold up the feet, put on the kneecaps, and we'll make him the left hand, or right hand. So I'll tab that. Plug it in here, and then these will plug together. And then you just kind of want to wrap these wings around, something like that. Rotate like so. And just kind of fold the wings up like that. That looks nice. I like that. See, I mean, that definitely looks like there's a plane here. Then we want to... So what do we do with the head here? Fold it up. The fuck? This comes down. Rotate down. Alright, well, I'll just cover it up with that, I guess. And then what do we do with this? Let me grab the instructions so I can double check to see if I'm doing this right. Oh, okay. I gotcha. That's what I was doing wrong. Alright, so this does stay back here. And this will plug in. Now, instead of using this to cover up the head, we fold this up like so. And then the arms will just fold straight down. That's why they have the open cavities for the hands, because they can just fold straight down and slot into place. See, I'll look at instructions if I have to. I'm not ashamed. And then we can plug the hand in there, and there you go. There's your arm. And I like it. I do like it. Although if we do this way, we get a little bit more posability. The wings still suck though. A lot of people will just take the wings off, and that's up to you. I'm leaving them on because I've already taken enough pieces off this set with the missiles and all that. But now, I didn't show off the posability of the legs. We'll get all the posability of these guys before we attach it. Alright, setting him off. And then we got him, and I'm going to assume this is the same situation. So pull these off. Throw them away. Pull this off. Rotate the foot. So we're making some progress now. So this way. Plug this in. Tap it together. And just kind of find a position that's not so in the way for the wings. Rotate the head around, flip it up, flip this little piece down. That will come down, up, flip, and slot. Then we take the hand here and plug it in. Alright. We'll get the torso out. Just kind of keeping all this stuff out of the way and in the back. And rotate the camera up a lot because this is going to be a big boy. Alright, so take a foot. Posability on the foot before we even get there. It does have the swivel because it's just a 5mm port and it rocks side to side. The foot itself has that much of a downward pivot, actually that much. And then the heel spur can move up. So it does have some good stability there. Feet are the same. So take this, and it's just the same exact ports that we've seen with all the other TFC guys and also the Energon combiners as well. And you just take that and plug it in. And now that it's in there, it does have the knee bend, which is surprisingly not ratcheted. That is surprising. I guess that's what I meant when I said it was a surprise. Got ratcheted ankles, But no ratcheted and ratcheted waist, ratcheted almost everything else, but no ratchet knees. All right. And this is where, Fans Project really nailed it with their Minosaur, is they put the little rubber soles on the feet. Arms, and they're going to be the same. So we do have the ratcheted waist swivel, ratcheted bend there, and then another bend there, so you get a full bend. Hand swivels, and we've got all the fingers are individually articulated at the knuckle, or at the base of the hand, and then the first knuckle. And then the thumb is on a ball joint with a hinge right there. And then we could just take this and we plug it in. And once we plug it in, it does have a soft ratchet up and down. And it can go out due to the... Actually, it can go out in a couple spots. So it's got a double hinge shoulder, which is actually pretty nice. And actually, that's exactly what I wanted to do, so we're going to leave that off. Believe it or not. Do the same thing over here. And bam. There we have the TFC Superion in robot mode. And he's really nice. I really do like him. He's a big boy. We're already almost at 40 minutes, so we'll try to make this brief. Alright, so he comes with this big goofy blaster thing. Doesn't fit in his hand. What you can do, though, is once you have that piece off, that wing off, you can plug it in to his forearm. And that's actually more accurate to do it that way than to have him hold the gun. So this, he's got the same handle as, say, Hercules. You can take this and you can plug it into his hand, like so. Or you can take this, remove this piece of junk, and plug this into his forearm, and that's much more the G1 animated Superion that I remember. So yeah, he's really nice. I really, really like this figure. It takes so much to get him to like it. I mean, this is a $500 figure, or 500 plus, because the Superion or Silverbolt was like 130 or something like that. So it's over a $500 kit, and then you have to buy the SXX head, and then you have to buy the wings set to make it a really good Silverbolt or Superion. And it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's not great. So let's do some size comparisons. So, let's start with him. Here he is with the Combiner Wars Silverbolt. You can see he just towers over him, and so it looks nice. So that is an appropriate scale. And Seeker, and this works great. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, they're supposed to be towering over everybody else, so it works very well. There he is with this one, and it still works pretty well. Not as well, but it still works. Hot Rod, and that works pretty well. Depending on the animation that we're talking about, because there are a lot of glitches. There's Megatron, and again, this works really well. The big bots, the combiners, should be this much bigger than he is. And Masterpiece Prowl. And again, I think this works pretty well. Again, it always depends on the animation, because in Season 3, Silverbolt or Superion started becoming more of a large trooper, not a giant combiner. Alright, and now what everybody really wants to see. Because, as awesome as it is showing them off against smaller figures, we want other combiners. So we're at 40 minutes. This won't take too long. Alright, so here he is with the Combiner Wars Minosaur. And this scale actually isn't that bad. He's about a head taller. Yeah, he's about a head taller. So this actually isn't a very bad scale. Once we look at that. Here he is with Make Toys Devastator. And he comes up to about mid-chest. So while he's not that much bigger than him, it's noticeable when you got him in between. And here's the Combiner Wars Superion, who, out of the bag, let's see, he's goes up to about mid-chest. I guess he's more mid-chest too, but he goes up to about right here. But out of the bag, he looks, they look pretty similar, just right out. And you can see these jets are in the position I would prefer them to be. He's got the more proper head, better chest piece, and you didn't have to buy all these upgrade kits for him to get it this far. There are upgrades coming, and I'll talk about that later, but in another episode. But there are upgrades coming for this guy that's going to make him look easily as good as him. And then here he is with the Unique Toys Warlord, and this is why this doesn't work for me, because Warlord here is approximately the same height as the MMC Predacons. So aside from the TFC Predacons, who are the tallest, he's about the same size as the other ones. So even if you have the MMC guys, he's still going to be taller. He does outsize Predaking, and I can't have that. Predaking's supposed to be the biggest, and that's why I like him with the other figures in this scale. I think this works very well. And now I know the MMC one, he does have the leg extenders, but honestly, it doesn't help that much, because it just makes him look stupid in the hips. So anyway, back to Superion here. I know he's at a slant, but that's just he's kind of a bear to maneuver. Honestly, I have to say, the individual figures sucked. He was good. The rest of them were decent. Silverbolt was actually a lot better than I thought. As a whole, once you get him in combined mode, aside from the size, I think he actually is a really good figure. I have a lot of fun with him, and he looks gorgeous. Once you have all these upgrade kits, and with that being said, that's where we're going to go into the rating. As a whole, with all the upgrades, I'd give him a 9 out of 10. He's a little fidgety and all that, but what combiner isn't really. But as a figure, I have to give him a 6 out of 10. And I know that's a pretty low score, but the main reason for that is cost. I'll give him a lot better score than him because this guy is a lot cheaper. This guy is so much more expensive. We're talking, over $600 worth of figures right here. And, with all the upgrades. And it's like, at that cost, this thing better be damn perfect. And he's not. He's not. He's good. He is better than Combiner Wars. So, do I think... I mean, if you're into the bigger ones, then yes, get him. If not, I say get the Combiner Wars. It's a more fun toy, and yes, he doesn't look as right as he does, but you're spending under $100 for him, and you're spending over $600 for this. That's my biggest issue here. Is yes, it's a good toy, or it's a fun figure, but not for the cost. Not when you spend $500 on the individual things, and then you have to buy a head upgrade and then a chest plate and waist piece upgrade kits. That's not cool. I don't like that. You should not have to purchase add-ons for that expensive of a figure. It's not cool. It's not fair, and I think it's just complete rip-off. Just complete total rip-off at that point. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. I already found somebody that's going to be trading for it, so he's already gone, and I don't regret it, to be honest. I mean, there's part of me that's like, man, that guy does look good, but then there's that part of me that's like, so does he, and he fits in the scale I'm building. He doesn't. He doesn't fit in TFC scale. He's too big. They scaled him out of the scale. Good job, guys. Anyway.